Saving money is for losers. It's time to start investing. Most people think they're doing the right thing by saving, but in reality, they're losing. As soon as I understood that this concept, what I call the game plan, I went from making 200k a year to 1 million in earnings last year. So let's talk about how to break out of the savings mindset and start building real wealth. Many people think that nowadays still it is enough to just save a little bit of money and continue to save over the next 10, 15, 20 years so you become a millionaire. There's many YouTube videos, many examples, or even sometimes in the media, in the legacy media, they say as long as you save, you shall become wealthy and rich, but that doesn't work anymore. Nowadays, you need to understand that even if you can save money, right? Even if you can save money and put money aside on an account, there's something called inflation that eats your money, right? Inflation basically means that the government is taking the money from you, the banking system. There's nothing else to say about that. Some people, some economists will try to explain you where inflation comes from and will find a rational reason for that. But at the end of the day, it really just means that the government, the system, the monetary system, they just want you to have less money, because the less you can save money, the more you feel forced to put money into the economy, which basically is needed very much right now to boost the economy in general. But at the same time, if you take the funds, if you take savings away, or if you degenerate or degrade savings of the normal people, they are not able at the end of the day to really make big investments or become free of what I call the financial slave system. The financial slave system tries to hook you into their system by giving you credits, by giving you mortgages, and then higher percentages plus inflation that at the end of the day will make you dependent from them for the rest of your life. And that's the route that most people go down to. Now, inflation basically means if you live in a country where you pay taxes, that you work a job that you pay taxes on to then purchase products or gasoline or a car or in general a vehicle to drive to your job where you pay taxes on. So basically you're spending money that you pay taxes on to buy things you pay taxes on to get to your work, to then maybe buy groceries or things that you like, where you pay taxes on, where you maybe can save some money, which most people are not even able to. More than 80% of the working force has no chance to even save money because they make too little money, and with prices going up, they have no chance. But then if they save money, which they pay taxes on, they at the end of the day have inflation that takes about 20% a year away from them. So even if you can save money and you put it on your bank account or wherever, there's still inflation that you need to beat at a 20% rate a year. So it means if you put $1,000 beginning of the year and you want to save it until the end of the year to then in the new year make a purchase or investment, you already lost 20%. So you're at $800. So you're losing buying force. That's why saving doesn't work anymore. There's no percentages on the money that you put on your account. There's inflation that beats you at 20%, and there's taxes that eats up your money anyways every time you want to move it or you want to invest it into something, or even after you're paying out. So basically you are paying taxes to pay taxes, to purchase or save money to pay taxes, to then make a profit to pay taxes on it, and then you have 20% inflation. That's why it doesn't work anymore when people say save money to become wealthy and rich. Most people don't know what the difference between saving and investing actually is. And that's a very big difference, because investing at the end of the day means you are using money, funds, to make more money out of it. So out of abundance, you are creating more abundance, right? Investing means putting money into stocks, putting money into crypto, forex trading, trading in general, anywhere where your money can end up making more money by risking that initial money, right? And betting on a price going up in CFDs, for example, or really putting into a stock, into a company that works with your equity and gives you a share, a percentage back on your money, because they have used your money to, for example, invest into production, invest into future markets, or even invest in new products, or for example, new cars, right? They use that money that you give them. Now, obviously your $1,000 won't make a difference, but there's a lot of people that actually buy the stock, invest into the company. And then when the company does well, you get a percentual cut on their win on the money that you gave them, which is called a dividend, right? So there is ways besides saving, which means just putting money somewhere. Saving at the end of the day means you are not using your money. Your money is energetically not giving anything back. It's just lying. And with anything else in life, what doesn't grow, what stands still, dies. That is a law, right? And this law also is applicable on especially the difference of saving and investing. So if you think saving is something good, it is good. It's not a bad thing, but there's better ways. And the better way is called investing, where you use your money Give it to people, invest it to make more money. But obviously, when you invest, there's different and important rules that you need to follow to actually invest well, because most people don't know how to invest. Most people are very irrational when investing. Most people are insanely emotional when they invest their money, so they end up losing it most of the times. But that's also a big reason why most people don't want to invest their money. But without investing, you will stay broke forever. As Warren Buffett himself said, one of the richest and wealthiest investor on this planet Earth, he said, if you don't make money while you're sleeping, you will be poor until you die. And that's how most people live, because their money is just sitting somewhere if they have even the opportunity to save money, and that money is losing value. Energy not used is lost potential, as for you too. If you have a lot of energy, but you're not putting this energy into building a business, into investing money, into a relationship, this energy is wasted. As in, saving energy is wasted, money is wasted if you don't move it. And investing is the direct opposite, where you're using this energy, you're facilitating this energy, you're putting it into different relationships, into new connections, into new investments in your business, and that's how your business grows, as an example. So that is the difference in between saving and investing. Saving stays zero, you go into minus because you have inflation eating it up. Investing means you're trying to beat inflation and make more money out with your money, because your money is out there in the economy and it's working. I can completely understand that most people would say, I feel way more secure to save money, but I don't know how to really invest in it. I'm kind of scared to invest into anything because I'd rather hold back on the money, because we have a very, very emotional mindset towards money. You need to understand that you actually have never learned anything about money. Not in the kindergarten, not in school, not in TV, not in media, not in the society. No one teaches us about money. And you need to ask yourself the question, why is that? Why does no one want to teach us about money? Because at the end of the day, as long as they keep you stupid in the sense of not educating you about finance or financial intelligence in general, you stay a stupid idiot. And a stupid idiot that has no idea about money will always lose money, will not invest money, and will always struggle from paycheck to paycheck. And someone that struggles from paycheck to paycheck, that wakes up in the morning thinking about money and how to pay their bills, goes to sleep thinking about how to make money and pay their bills, is controllable, because money at the end of the day is true freedom. But true freedom does not come from saving money. I completely understand that once you get a hold of money, once you make money, right? Even though, especially if you have never had a lot of money, it's very hard to put it somewhere. It's very hard to change your mindset, because your whole life you were conditioned to spend the money directly, wasted, buy things to impress people that you don't even like. So you have to break the vicious circle. And the vicious circle is only broken if you start slowly to invest a little bit of money and you really get used to it. I still very much remember in the beginning of my investing journey, when I was 17, 18, turned 18, then I got my first stock account, put my first, 20 euros on a stock account, bought my first 3 or 4 stocks. My fees were so insanely high that I would have never made my money back, and I lost already before I even started. But it doesn't matter, because that was my very first approach into changing and reconditioning my own mindset from being broke and not investing money, but spending money on bullshit to impress people that I don't even like, in the sense of starting to create a new habit. Every habit starts small. Every habit feels very weird to start it, and it's sometimes very hard to start it, but you need to start somewhere, because once you recondition yourself until the point now where I have multiple 6-figure investment accounts, portfolios, and I trade all the markets, and nowadays I change to not wasting my money, but thinking of how can I invest my money to then buy the things that I want. Whether someone that is broke and has a broke mindset would just at the end of the day use the money that they get, and the second they get it wired, the second they get their loan, the second they get their money from work, is where they directly go and spend on stupid purchases, on basically just consuming it, and it doesn't really make them happy at the end of the day anyways, right? So you need to start somewhere, and I completely understand that saving money is way more chill, is way more comfortable, is less riskier, but you're already losing. So saving money means you're losing. Investing money is you're increasing the probabilities of making money. And this channel, this information, my life, what I do and what I teach is all about playing the game of the highest odds and investing money into the highest and best place and the long-term place to really make more money out of my money. Now, saving money is something, again, where your money is going to stand still. Investing money is where your money is going to move energetically, and money needs to move move because money is energy, and once energy moves, it creates more energy. When it stands still, it dies out. So I understand that it might be more secure and the feeling is better if you save your money, but if you save money you have already lost. You need to start to create the habit of investing money until one day, I promise you, you will love to invest. You will think not of where can I spend and waste my money, but you will be thinking of where can I invest my money to make more money out of it. You will have more happiness. You will have more dopamine from the feeling of investing than spending it on new clothes or on bullshit that you don't even need. How does inflation impact savings? At the end of the day, very easy. The government could stop inflation by introducing that price increases can happen. Think of that. The lawmaker can at the end of the day say, we will not allow increasing of prices in, for example, food, in groceries, or the most important things that humanity or humans at the end of the day really need. But they don't do it because inflation is their tool to diminish your savings, to decrease your power and increase their power. Imagine you're a normal worker and imagine you work very hard and you make money and you start to save that money. These savings, if there's no inflation, you can use this money at the end of the day to really build up your private freedom. But without funds, this is impossible. So in a free market economy, and we're talking a little bit about history here, in a free market economy, everyone shall have the opportunity to make money, save their money under fair conditions, and invest that money to achieve financial, geographical, or time freedom, or better their situation in general. Now, there's two tools that the market makers, the ones that impact the economy and control the economy, because we always say it's a free market economy, which it really doesn't is. It's more like a kind of communistic social market economy where they control the companies, they control the lobbies, they control where the money flows, and they control the narrative where people invest into, right? And that is one tool that they use as inflation, a tool for you to be forced to invest your money and put your money directly back into the economy to boost the economy, which in that sense is not bad, but the economy would be boosted anyways if everyone would have more private capital. The underlying rule and the underlying concept of communism by Karl Marx, for example, and Friedrich Engels is that people don't have money. People have no private ownership. People are in general the same as everyone else and the state takes the control. Now that kind of reminds me a lot nowadays, especially in the Western world, of a kind of new communistic way, a new era communism where no one has money, everyone is the same, everyone is equal, everyone is struggling. No one can really acquire enough money anymore, make enough money anymore to save money, to have enough money to then build up their future financially free. It's impossible nowadays, and that, even though it's very sad to say, reminds me a lot of communism. It's kind of a new era of communism. Now, if you are stuck in the savings mindset, you're scared, you don't know what to do, you don't even know where to invest, and it's way too risky, and most people told you off thinking in the way of investing or putting your money somewhere because you know someone that his brother lost money in the markets and they say it doesn't work. We all know these stories, and I always say that the most important thing is when we talk about investing money, there's a certain risk attached to it. The risk is something that most people, or risk is something most people don't even think about. What actually is risk? Because if something limits you, if something is said by many people over and over again, like the word risk, then you need to ask yourself the question, what does even risk mean? And risk for me means that you don't have information in that certain area. So the only thing we can do for you to feel more comfortable, right? The only thing you can do to feel more comfortable to actually invest money and escape the financial slave system is that you need to invest into knowledge first. So the first investment into yourself is better than any investment into the market. So before you start to use your savings, your money that you have left over at the end of the month to put it into different markets, trading or investing, and end up losing it anyways because you don't have the knowledge to do that, you are risking too much because you don't know what the up or the downside is, means put that money into yourself first. Learn about trading. I trade since 7 years. I invested my first money out of my job that I put aside. I invested that into my laptop so I can start to learn trading. I invested that into a course so I can start learning trading. I invested that into mentorship so I can get mentorship from some of the best traders and business builders in this world. I constantly still today invest a lot of money in myself through books, mentorships, coachings, calls, and different other information communities where I get better information, because the better the information, the more quality of information I have regarding trading and investing, the easier it will be for me to not save money anymore, but actually invest, because I have so many opportunities, and now I know how to deviate and think about these opportunities and evaluate these opportunities, and then I actually put money into. So saving is nothing that comes out of laziness most of the times. It just comes out of people being too comfortable and not actually investing into knowledge and learning about the markets themselves for the first couple of years, and then actually having that knowledge and then using your money that you saved up and you put aside, or the money that you make in general, you invest, or you even are smarter, you think about new opportunities, how to actually make more money, so you can use that money and invest it into new markets or into markets in general to make more money. So it is completely normal. Most people are stuck in the saving mindset. But if you want to break out of it, take the first money, take the first leap of faith and invest into yourself, get education. If that's something that you really want and need. I lead the largest trading community in Europe, where we especially teach newcomers, new people, complete newbies on how to learn about trading. I learned my trading myself through that platform. That's why I became a profitable investor and trader over the last couple of years through this community. Check the link below. There will be further information. But besides that, it is important for you to start investing and to stop being comfortable and stuck in the savings mindset. I understand that if you're taking the first leap of faith in actually investing into yourself, learning about trading and investing through a platform such as ours, the TPR community, which is the largest trading community in Europe, Australia, and in the UK, that people around you, friends, family, colleagues, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, people that are near and dear to you, they will put you off. They will tell you, don't do it. Investing is a scam. I lost money. I have friends that lost money, and you need to be very careful. And there's one sentence that I can give you. Rather listen to the people that are where you want to be than to the people that are not where you want to be. And the biggest mistake most people do once they want to integrate a new habit, once they really want to start to become successful, once they want to break out of the average of the box, is that most people try to keep them in this average, in this box, and you should not listen to them. I'm not saying that you should be stupid. I'm not saying you should be just jumping into any opportunity. No, evaluate the opportunity, listen to feedback, ask friends and family, but they should not be the ones that hold you back. Your parents especially, they just want to make you feel safe. They just want to save you. They just want to make sure you are not making any mistakes and you don't get screwed over. That's their job since the second you were born. Their job is to protect you. So obviously, once you do something that they don't know about, we are entering the risky sphere, the risky markets, the risk in general, because they have no information about that. They will tell you to not do it. But nothing great came ever from someone that wanted to become big, wanted to invest money, wanted a better financial future, or wanted to conquer countries, right? In the history, no one of their parents said, no, don't conquer this country. Greatness always comes from a little bit of risk, but risk can be lowered a lot and the odds can be increased a lot if you have the right qualitative information. And that's why I always say, in one of my most important sentences in life that I live by, and also the mission statement of our trading community, is information changes situation. So you need the right information that can change your situation, so you make better investments and you stop saving money and being an idiot as everyone else and just losing the potential and inflation taking your money, a tool that was created by the government to control you. You need to start and invest right now.